Hey guys, Hailey Lain aka Key Black here, and welcome back to another episode of Off the Cuff. Today's episode is a little bit different, jumping off of the whole puzzle game thing from the last couple of episodes, because I decided I need to watch some more anime. There are a lot on my to-watch list, but at the top was G Gundam, which Jess had actually recommended to me years ago, just on the basis of it being another Yasuhiro Imagawa directed anime. And Yasuhiro Imagawa, she's shown me Giant Robo, Tetsujin 28, Gao Gaigar. I loved all of those, and so I've just been dragging my feet finally watching G Gundam. It was actually the music that made me finally go, all right, I gotta watch this show. I've been listening to the soundtrack literally the entire week while doing my work, and I finally sat down like, okay, this Shining Finger track is too amazing. I have to actually see what this is about. To anybody who's curious, this is actually my first foray into anything in the Gundam series. I've never actually watched any of the shows before. Before watching any of Imagawa's stuff, the giant robot genre in anime never really appealed to me. I liked the shonen stuff, I liked the action-y kind of stuff, but I was never really into the giant robot genre for some reason. That has changed. I still have not seen many robot anime, but the ones that I have, granted they're all Imagawa ones, but I've loved all of them. At the time of me recording this, I have only seen 7 episodes, and unsurprisingly, my favorite character is of course the American, Mr. Chibbity Crockett, who has probably the most stereotypical American personality I have ever seen in an anime, and I freaking love it. That's actually one of the things I sort of knew going in, that a lot of the characters in G Gundam were really exaggerated stereotypes. I was not prepared. I don't think I took that seriously. When I started watching it, I freaking love it. The American Gundam is literally, it's a football player riding a surfboard with a gun. I think I have a new favorite robot design. So far, I think that's been the most striking thing about the series, is how fearless the character designs are. Like, every single character is instantly recognizable for one, so fantastic character design on that. But also just things like, just these completely out there features that you don't see in anime, or you don't see in cartoons as much anymore, because it's just like, it's almost like it's a really uncool feature, but you play it straight and it's suddenly the coolest thing ever. You know, as soon as I saw George Descend's hair, I started laughing like, that sure is a shameless anime character design. I freaking love this massive Jesse from Team Rocket swoop he's got going in the front. The designs are wild, they're super charming. I love the look of this show. My other favorite thing so far has been the announcer who starts off every episode. I think he's doing it like a new recording every single time, but as soon as Domon came in, you know, I'm used to this kind of thing where there's an announcer and they'll just kind of say, in a world, and they'll kind of give you the setting that you need, and then you see the characters, and now you're in the episode, and maybe they'll say a catchphrase or something before going right into, now we're in it with the characters. When Domon turns to the announcer, says to the announcer, hey, you out there, have you seen this man? And the announcer takes the paper and goes, well, I wonder how this photograph will affect today's episode. It's so cheesy. I love that kind of stuff. I don't think that I've seen another show in a really long time that was brave enough to do something like that. It is just so much fun. But I mentioned I am now 7 episodes in, so finally got to the part where the plot kicks in episode 6. The first 5 episodes, super fun, super, you know, lighthearted, for fun kind of anime, very entertaining, but haven't been super heavy yet. And then episode 6 happened. And since then, it's been like, oh no, Domon is actually just a total adorable sweetheart, and all of this angry front he's been putting up really is just a front. And you know, of course, it's no wonder the backstory he's given is, it's pretty freaking heavy. What really struck me about that backstory as well is the way it was told, that he actually didn't experience what happened then, that it was a simulation based on what they knew about the events, and they just kind of ran him through the simulation. So it's like, oh my god, is that actually what happened? Or is that just what he thinks happened based on the simulation? I love that stuff. I'm super excited to see how that develops between Domon and his brother Kyoji. Sidebar as well, that Ishikawa, the guy in the Phantom of the Opera mask, is super hot. I feel like half the men in this show are just absolutely supremely dateable. There are some very attractive men in G Gundam. I am very excited to keep watching this, and I cannot wait to see what happens next. Guys, thank you so much for listening and for watching, and hopefully I will be talking again about G Gundam very soon as I continue through and eventually finish out the series. So, in the meanwhile, I will see you in the next episode. We will be returning to Yu-Gi-Oh! Next week, and I will see you then.